Not many people can do what I can do. It's dangerous, risky, and one slip could lead to a long fall and a short stop. However, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I was born to be a professional tree climber. It all started back in '95. I was a 10-year-old living in Iowa. Of course, being from Iowa, trees were only a legend. One day, after walking past the endless cornfields and occasional soybean field, I came across the biggest Douglas fir that a man could ever see. And so I did the only thing I could do. I climbed it. And slowly but surely, I made it to the top. And once I was at the top of that overgrown fern, I knew that this was my destiny.
So, what do you actually do as a tree climber?
Well, freelance work mainly. If anybody needs a tree climbed, I'm their guy.
Why would you need a tree climbed?
Well, occasionally kids will want to play in a tree, and so they call me to break it in, make sure it's safe and all. Other times, it's calls for getting cats or frisbees out of trees. Starting out in the tree climbing business hasn't been easy. I mean, you've got negativity on all sides from people who just don't understand. Your parents, your siblings, that old man with the pellet gun. But I tell you, through all the naysayers, I've done it. I have followed my dreams despite years of people not knowing what I've been doing and sitting in my bed staring up at the ceiling and screaming, "Why? Why?" Crying a lot, bleeding a little. And there's some sort of strange smell coming from the bottom of my bed. I don't know what it is, but I made it. I became a professional tree climber, and now I own my own furniture. Take that, Mom! Take that, Dad! Let me tell you something. You will never go hungry being a professional tree climber. At $10 a foot, the money practically grows on, well, trees.
$10 a foot?
Oh yeah, for every foot that I climb, I get $10. That's why redwoods are my favorite tree. Weeping willows, on the other hand, well, let's just say that weeping willows and I don't get along very well. If anybody tries to tell you that you need shoes to climb trees, they're wrong. They're just city slickers that don't know what they're talking about. No, the one and only thing you need to do in order to climb trees is be barefoot. There's just something about being barefoot that lets you bond more with the tree that you're climbing. Don't get me wrong, I love my job. It's just not for everyone. Take it from this arboreal, it's hard work. If you're afraid of heights, this job isn't for you. If you're allergic to pine needles, this job isn't for you. If you don't like the feeling of tree sap sticking between your fingers and toes, this job isn't for you. Like my grandfather used to say, if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much, which has absolutely nothing to do with climbing trees. There are various types of climbing trees, I mean, there's birch, gray birch, green birch, waka flocka birch.
Is that actually one?
No.